I know there's some people who can't join. Okay. So we just wanted to start the call tonight. Obviously, this is a bit of an emotional time for Tara, and the stuff that her family is going through. I'm sure most of us can't even imagine. But we decided to continue on with tonight's call just because we have a lot of exciting stuff happening, and I know Tara would want us to keep this momentum. So the leaders and I got together this morning, and we basically just decided that we still wanted to pull everybody together, have tonight's call, take a minute to reflect on what Tara's going through, and to try to support her as much as we can. It's a tough time for her. So we want everybody to just keep them in your thoughts, keep them in your prayers. If you're somebody who, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Tell me my internet is unstable. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, but it's starting to get choppy.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying to close things. Maybe that'll help. So anyways, is Melissa on? Melissa, you might be on mute if you're on. I think I have everybody muted. Melissa. No. Okay, I don't see Melissa on. So I had asked Melissa, one of our team members, if she wouldn't mind doing just a quick prayer for all of us, or with us, just to lift Tara's family, lift her mother up in their time of need. Obviously, this was a very sudden tragedy, one that they did not have time to prepare for. I am not good at praying, so if there's anybody who is willing to step in and lead us in a quick prayer, that would be awesome. Anybody good at that?
I'll pray.
Who's that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, who is that?
Liana.
Oh, go for it. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Father God, we ask you to be with us during this time as we lift up Tara and her family during this difficult time. It wasn't prepared, and Father God, we're asking you just to cover them, keep them, direct them, Lord Jesus, watch over them, God. Help them during their time of need, God, and we're asking you, Lord Jesus, just to continue to help us as a team to come together as well during this difficult time. We thank you for all these things in your precious name. Amen.
Thank you. Okay, so now let's move on, because we have a lot of good stuff to go over, a lot of people to share some stuff tonight. And like I said, we have a fairly lengthy agenda, so I want to jump in. And can somebody message Crystal for me and tell her to check the group for the login information? It's different than what was posted this morning. She's messaging me and I can't respond. All right, so first thing we want to talk about real quick is challenge packs for August. I'm sure many of you were on the National Wake Up Call this morning. This is your month, okay? All of the top challenge packs are on sale. That includes 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme, Country Heat, Size, 22-minute hardcore, 3-day refresh, Beachbody on Demand. All of those programs are on sale. The Kickstarter challenge packs are on sale as well. So there is literally a program for anybody, regardless of what their interests are. So hype up the fact that whether they are just starting on their journey, whether they are an experienced exerciser and they, Crystal, you on? Can you hear me? Sorry, I took your thing. Is she there? I don't have a good connection. I'm really sorry, guys.
That's because I'm muted.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was having all kinds of issues. I couldn't get on.
Sorry. Do you want to take over the challenge pack?
Sure, I can. What did you talk about so far?
I just said that all the biggies were on sale.
Yeah, so everything that you could possibly want pretty much is on sale. So you have your Beachbody On Demand, so you get 3 months of that with the Shakeology for $140. You have your 22 Hardcorps, you have Size, you have 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme. What else am I missing? And Pio, and obviously 3-day refresh. And can we forget Country Heat? But so like there's pretty much no excuse because these programs pretty much fit everybody and anybody. So if somebody is dealing with an injury, they can go for Pio, or if they like yoga, they can go for Pio. If I kind of consider 21 Day Fix and 22 Hardcorps both somewhat beginner exercises. 21 Day Fix is a little bit easier, but 22 and Hardcorps has, since it's a little short on time, I've had a couple beginners use it that really liked it. So there's like something for everybody, because then you have both the dance workouts for Country Heat and Size. So I'm like super excited for this month, hoping, because a lot of times I find that if it's not on sale, I have an issue with people like committing, because a lot of times if they realize they're getting everything for only $10 more than what they get for Shakeology, they're like all in. So
yeah, and Kara, the 22-minute hardcore is coming with the sandbag and the portion containers again. So I don't know. In all the time that I've been coaching, I've never seen more than 2 programs and like a 3-day refresh be on promo. So this is pretty huge that I think that they're offering all of these programs in the month of August. I think they're just really pushing hard and focus on the mission of helping people live their best lives. So
also, just to remind you guys, there's just Sandbag. You also get the portion control containers with 22-minute hardcore.
Yeah.
And there's another program that you also get the portion control containers that are not normally part of it. I can't remember which one. We'll have to look it up.
I know they don't come with Size. Are they coming with Size?
that's a good question.
I'll look right now. I just saw it. I'll look right now and let you guys know.
Yeah, thanks, Carla. So maximize on that too, because that's like a freebie for somebody. If it doesn't normally come with those programs and someone was interested in that, they would then have to purchase those separately. And I'm pretty sure that Portion Fix is normally $19.95 or somewhere around there. So, it's an extra $20 value that they're getting with their program if they order in the month of August. That's great.
Okay, so here's a quick what comes with what. 22-minute hardcore comes with the sandbag portion control containers. Also, if you ordered the hardcore, you also, with the performance line, you would get the sandbag and the portion control containers. Mm-hmm. And I don't see Size with it, but the club, if you get the club membership, which is On Demand and Shakeology, you would also get the portion control containers. So that's pretty good. I'll check with Size. I don't see it in this thing that Doreen posted earlier, but that's pretty good right there, value. And you do the Kickstart for one, you also get the portion control containers, and that is 3-day refresh with the club membership plus portion control containers. So there's lots and lots of deals out there.
Cool. So those are good things to highlight. The programs themselves at $140 are a great deal, but then when Beachbody's adding in these additional things that typically have an additional cost, it's always good to kind of highlight that because people like to get more for their money. So, cool. Anything else anybody wants to add about challenge packs for August? All right. Kara is going to talk about Team Cup.
Okay. Can everyone hear me? Is it loud enough or no?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. So Team Cup, they extended it they told us on Saturday night, I think, at Summit that they were extending the deadline to tonight. So if you don't have a Team Cup, you still have time to get it in. You've got like 3 hours left, but you should do it because they're saying the stats are that people that participate in Team Cup are like, I think that I was just watching something by Trey Bear. It's like 14 times more likely to get Success Club points, and maybe he meant 14 more Success Club points. But either way, 14 Success Club points would be awesome. just that period. So you should participate in it. It's a great way to get to know other people. It's a great way to join in and get some extra motivation for the month. And like I know my team, we have 5 of us. Where we form a little closed Facebook group so that we can talk to each other every day and motivate each other and inspire each other. And so it's just it's a nice way of going about getting Success Club points for this month. And if your team hits 30 points, and I believe it's 9 times more likely to sign coaches. Oh, that's really awesome. 9 times more likely to sign coaches when you're on Team Cup. So that alone is awesome. So it's building your business. So if your team is successful in this, like if everybody on your team does a good job and hits Success Club 5, or Success Club 10 even, if you guys hit a cumulative of 30 points, that's the Tier 1 prizes. So there's like this little incentive of a hat for Tier 1, and then Tier 2 it would look like it was 50 points, which was a Country Heat apparel. There's just this little extra prize on top of the fact that you'll have more Success Club points, which means that you'll have done a better job and you'll have you'll be building your business at a quicker rate. So I don't know if anybody has anything else to add in about Team Cup, but that's what I've got.
Does anybody want to do Team Cup and need a team? There can only be 1 diamond on a team, and I know we have a couple diamonds who are still looking to fill out their teams. So if you're Ruby, Emerald, or just a coach and you still need a team, write in the comment box, and then we'll make sure that each of you gets divvied out to a coach who's still looking to fill their team.
If you're a lifetime diamond, I think you're still a diamond, right?
I'm pretty certain.
That is correct.
So even if you're a lifetime diamond and you've lost your rank, you're still a diamond. So you would have to find 4 that were Ruby or below.
Right.
Yes. And it goes by what your rank was as of July 31st or July 13th.
July 13th.
Yes.
So if you're Emerald July 13th, then you can be on a team with another diamond?
Yep, as long as you weren't lifetime diamond.
Okay. I was thinking of Cheryl because I just saw you post Cheryl, so I didn't know which one you would be. Okay.
Okay. All right, so yeah, until midnight tonight, those teams can get registered. So if you're contemplating it, stop contemplating it. Just put your name out there, say that you want a team, and get on one, because it really is a great opportunity to launch your business to the next level. August would be an awesome month to do it because of all the challenge packs that are on sale. So don't hesitate, just do it, just take that leap, and I'm certain you're not going to regret it. All right, is Kristen on? Hello, Kristen.
Yes, can you hear me?
Hey, hey.
I have a helper. Okay, hi guys. I am here to kind of talk to you about a lot of the things that the new things that they have announced to us over the weekend at Summit. A lot of really new, exciting things are coming up. So, most of this stuff you can go into the frequently asked questions and read about on your own. So I'm just going to briefly overview it, but I do have the numbers of the FAQs in your back office that you can just type in to find if you want to look up more information on this. And I did also this afternoon go to YouTube, because a lot of times we will post those promo videos that they show us on YouTube. So I have some YouTube links to share with you guys also. I'm excited to share with you, but I do think that it's really important that you take the initiative in your business and really do the research on these different awesome things that are being provided to us so that you know what's going on and so that you can present this stuff to your potential customers. Write it on your calendars and all of those kinds of things. No, ma'am. All right. So the first thing is called the 20s. And this is something they actually announced a while back. But the 20s is basically a reality show. Beachbody realized that they are not very good at recruiting people in the demographic of the 20-year-olds. So they are trying to appeal to the 20-year-olds and are looking for the next super trainer. And it's going to be someone in the 20s. So they've pre-selected a handful of fitness professionals from around the country. They're putting them in a house, and it's going to be like a reality TV show. They're going to have to come up with little workouts, and then we as the viewers get to vote on who we think next super trainer should be. So it's going to be launched soon, and it's going to be the what would you call them? Episodes, I guess, are going to be on Beachbody On Demand first, and then like a week later, they're going to be on television, if you have cable, on what was formerly known as the TV Guide channel. I can't remember what it's called anymore. But anyway, so that's pretty cool. A really fun thing, kind of merging into TV. And I will just take the FAQs and the YouTube links that I have, and I will post them in the team page so that everybody can see that. So I won't give that stuff to you now. But all right, the next thing is called 3-week yoga retreat. This was something that I think Carl kind of spearheaded. He feels like or felt like yoga can kind of be an intimidating thing. Like, it's something that a lot of people might have interest in, but if you don't have the fundamentals and the foundation in yoga, then it's hard to walk into like a yoga studio and know what you're talking about and know what you're doing when they call out all these different moves. So the 3-week yoga retreat is a new program that we'll be launching soon, and it basically teaches you the fundamentals of yoga. And he really talked about the cueing and how you will be able to do this program without even having to look at your computer. He made them go through some rigorous testing and practicing to make sure that their cueing and doing this was good enough so that you don't have to be watching them while you're doing it. Because we all know, if you're doing proper form in yoga, your head's supposed to be a certain way. This is just kind of for people who want to learn the fundamentals of yoga. So that's pretty cool. And it will be offered exclusively on BOD, and it will be free. So it will be member library. All right, we have a new program coming out in November. It's called Core de Force, and it is by Joel and Jericho, which are trainers from way back when Les Mills Pump, Les Mills Combat, those programs. And so they haven't put out anything new in a long time. This program is focused on the core, on a lot of rotational movement at the core to help sculpt the core, and it's a mixed martial arts type program. So it's something that we don't really have in our library right now. So I'm pretty excited. I don't think that there's any equipment being used, and it is going to launch in November exclusively to Team Beachbody, so only to us coaches, and we get that exclusive launch for a whole month, whereas usually we only have a week. And so what they're trying to do is get ahead of the Black Friday craze and hopefully get people in and excited about this program, purchasing this program before they're like, well, it's December and I'm broke. So I think it's going to be really awesome. I actually got the opportunity to do a workout with Melinda over the weekend, and it was awesome. It was so much fun, and the time flew by, but I was sweating like crazy by the end. So anyway, that's exciting. All right, moving on. Fixate TV. So I mentioned a little bit ago that they're trying to, kind of merge into TV a little bit more. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with Fixate the cookbook, but Autumn Calabrese first came out with 21 Day Fix with her meal plan, and then 21 Day Fix Extreme, and then Fixate, which was a cookbook of recipes that followed the meal plan in the color-coded portion control containers. Well, now they are going to be launching Fixate TV, and it's actually with Autumn and her brother, who is a professional chef. And I believe they're doing one new episode a week. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's one new episode a week where they just do different recipes that follow the Fixate, the Fix portion control containers and everything like that. So Autumn kind of gives an overview of the recipe. You watch them make the recipe. They talk about the level of difficulty. They tell you the container equivalents, and then they are also going to have like a PDF, which is really cool, a PDF of each recipe. So you can download that and print it off and have the recipe, and you'll get like a grocery list for the recipe as well. So, and then I think it's really cute. They're going to incorporate her son some and have him trying out some of these recipes as well to show that some of these recipes are kid approved. So this will all be streamed through BOD as well, streaming on demand. So as you can kind of see, they are moving towards BOD. And if you don't have BOD yet, I would strongly recommend getting it, because I think eventually they're going to be totally on BOD. That's just my hunch. But anyway, all right, moving along. Mobile coach office. So most of you probably know by now that if you need to get onto the online office, that you have to be at a computer logging in. Or if you're on your phone, you have to go through Safari or your internet browser and actually log in. There's no app or whatever. So the coach online office will be going mobile. There will be an app for it. It's going to be launched soon, like within the next week or two. I think like the leaders in the business, they're going to test it out for a few weeks, and then they will launch it to the rest of us. So that will be really handy, really nice. And it's not going to be the full online office, but it's going to be enough to be able to, get on there and get some stuff done if you're not at home at a computer. So that's awesome. I think that's something that probably we as coaches have been requesting for a long time, and they're hearing us, and they are doing that for us. So that's awesome. All right. I have BOD pricing changes. So this was something Michelle saw in the coach news, I believe. So they're moving away from the quarterly fee, and they have 3 new options in terms of on demand. So you can do, I'm sorry, maybe I'm wrong. 30-day free trial followed by a 90-day membership on continuity at $38.87 per cycle, or you can do a 6-month membership, or you can do a 12-month membership. And it looks like if you do it that way, it's going to be a little cheaper. Is that the way you read it, Michelle? A 12-month membership is basically $100, which I think would be cheaper, right? Yeah, my math's right. Okay, so
maybe like $50 if you have it for a full year.
You can go to a year-long membership instead of the quarterly membership, or even the 60-day membership or 6-month membership, and it will be cheaper for you. So there's a link that you can use to change that. And when I post the FAQs for these different things in the YouTube links, I will post that membership change address as well, so that you can take care of that if you want, because who doesn't want to save money? All right. Next thing is called HealthBet, and this is something they are basically trying out for the month of September to see how it goes. So Carl did say it's a one-time thing, so I don't know. I don't know if that's true, or if it goes well, they'll do it again. But basically, Beachbody is fronting $1 million and putting it in a big pool. And then they are also donating $5 per challenge pack sold between like July 27th until the end of August into this pool, up to a total combined of $3 million. So just depending on how many challenge packs we as coaches sell, it could potentially be a pot worth $3 million. And then in the month of September, they have a health bet going on. And I've seen these before in the past where you can do them online. I saw Shaun T do one online one time. But basically, it's just this big, huge pot of money. And if you complete the requirements, then you get like a portion of the pot, basically. So the requirements have to do with your challenge tracker app. It has to be done in the challenge tracker app. You have to log yourself drinking 5 shakes a week and taking a picture of yourself, logging it in this tracker app, and 3 workouts per week. And you can do that. You have to do that for 4 weeks straight. And then if you complete the requirements, you get a portion of the pot. And this is available to coaches and challengers. But what's cool is it kind of forces you into using that new challenge tracker app, and it forces your challengers into using it too. But how cool is that? You know, I mean, Carl was like, I don't know if you'll get $5 or you'll get $50, but you know, if you complete the requirements, then you get a portion of the pot. So make sure, like with the details, not just with this, but with all of these other things I've been chatting about, that you check the FAQs. I think someone's saying, don't forget you have to take a picture. Yeah, with the Shakeology, you have to take a picture of yourself drinking the Shakeology every time you log it. I think it's 5 days a week for 4 weeks. So you have to log the picture also. All right, Shakeology, I added this one, Michelle, but Shakeology continuity emails. If you look in the breaking news in your Coach Online office, there was some breaking news about Shakeology continuity emails. So basically, Beachbody is going to be sending out reminder emails to people before their next shipment goes out, which is going to be so nice for us as coaches to not have to keep track of all of that. And then the last thing I wanted to touch on was Super Saturday, which is this coming Saturday. You guys, I know there are a lot of us that probably were not able to make it to Summit because of this or that, but we have Super Saturday coming up this Saturday. I think a lot of this information will be covered more in depth at Super Saturday. And the idea of Super Saturday is that it's close to you, that you should make every effort to be there. If you're serious about this business and making this a serious business, then you need to try to make it Super Saturday. It's a way to connect with other coaches, feel like you're part of a community that's bigger than just you or even just your team. So that's this Saturday. All right, guys, I think that's all I have, unless anybody has questions or needs to jump in and add something.
One thing I want to add to what you said about the Coach Monthly News, or I don't know what it's called. I don't have the screen up. But if you guys don't log into your back office regularly, really try to make it a point to do that, because once you get into the back office over on the right, they're posting updates all the time. Not every day, but probably a couple times a week. So, you know, if you feel like you're not connected with what's happening and all these exciting changes that are coming, I mean, each of those things that Kristen just took us through were posted probably on Friday night or Thursday night or Friday during the day in the Coach back office. So make it a point to get into your back office on a regular basis. Obviously, we need to go in there to kind of see what the status of our business is, but take some time to read the updates that corporate is putting out on that right-hand side, because some of those are important. And there's always an FAQ link, so if something's not clear, you know, click the FAQ link, it'll take you over, and I mean, they generally spell most things out pretty black and white. So, you know, you always can find your answer in the FAQs. If FAQs aren't clear, go ahead and Google it. Somebody's probably recorded a YouTube video explaining it. So, you know, to make sure you take advantage of those resources, because obviously they're there for you and there for you to help you expand your business. So just make sure that you go in there and check those out.
Yes, that's called Coach Breaking News. Off to the right side. Coach Break, I believe. And, you know, I always try to tell my coaches on my team, check there first, check the FAQs first, check YouTube first, and then if something still isn't clear, ask one of us. Be resourceful, right?
Yeah. And I think it's tbb411.com or something too. I think they generally put out like a video. I don't know if they still do that. Do they still do that? A video once a month? I know I saw one just before Summit. So where they actually record a video and announce some of this stuff at corporate. So, it's not just reading it. You have the opportunity to actually see somebody talking about it, the big stuff. All right. Okay, so we'll move on to Summit, and Stacy's going to go ahead and lead us in this this portion of the call.
Hi, everyone.
Yay.
First, I want to take a minute to just say how I'm sitting here, and I know how proud Tara would be right now and how humbled I am. You guys are doing an amazing job. Michelle, you put together a great agenda, and I'm impressed. So, Summit. Well, this is my first Summit. Last year, I earned a ticket to Summit, and I just didn't have the mindset, and I wasn't ready to go, and I didn't go. And this year, I was ready. It was a no matter what. After a year of growth and learning, I was ready. And I can tell you this. I can tell you that the top 10 coaches on that stage, beside, I think, maybe 2 of them, so 80%, are not in their 20s, and they're not little girls. They're women in their 40s, and they're refined, and they're powerful, and they're eloquent. And I say that to you because it's never too late to change, to grow, and to be what you want to be. And so for those of us who are in our 40s, it's not too late. We still have a chance. And for those of you in your 30s, you have room to grow, and you can be up there on that stage. And in your 20s, you even have a bigger advantage. So I was very, very impressed by every single heavy hitter that got up there and spoke on the stage. They were true professionals. And some things that I took away from Summit that I wanted to share with you was be yourself. Okay. There are 400,000 coaches, and maybe if, I don't know, 50,000 of them actually work the business. Our customers and our clients have a choice. We're all selling the same product. Okay. But we all connect differently with people. We all provide different value. And the only way that you are going to succeed in this business, if you're true to yourself and true to who you are, you can copy and paste anything you want. But is it you? Are you representing you? Is your perfect coach or your perfect client able to connect with who you truly are? So I've learned that we all have messes. Nobody's perfect. And we need to take those messes and turn them into messages. And that was a big thing that they taught us to do. And it's okay to be vulnerable. And I'm not telling you to share every little thing about your life and open up the closet and have all the skeleton bones fall out. I don't think that's necessary. But there are some things that do pertain to helping other people and giving them hope. And giving them hope, and that's what we're here for. We're not just here to help people with physical transformation, because the truth is physical transformation starts from the inside out. And you can be as fit as can be on the outside. And if your inside is not transformed and you haven't grown and you don't have hope and belief in yourself, it does not matter. So the message is to believe. And if you believe in what you can do with this business and you are passionate about it, then you need to get your ticket for Summit. Okay. Some of you are going to say, well, I don't have the money right now. And I understand, not everybody has the money just to put away, but if there's a possible way that you can get it, and I can tell you another reason why, it shows commitment. It shows commitment to yourself. Because it is a year away. And if you're willing to purchase something for over $150, it's going to make you work harder. And it's going to make you commit to this business. Because you know that in a year from now, you're going to make some goals. Okay? You're not going to just want to be Emerald. If you're here now, there's no way you should be Emerald in a year from now. If you're working the business and you want to work the business. Okay, so I urge you, if you can, but at all, get your ticket. Okay, that's for sure. As far as, don't worry about booking hotels right now. The website was crazy this morning. It happened last year. I saw the chaos and the craze. They'll be available. Everybody books rooms, and we all find a place for everyone to stay, even if you have to sleep on the floor. So don't worry about that. Put that aside. Just get the ticket. Okay. Another important message that we learned was, we all talk about consistency. Key. I'll say it again, consistency. And I'm going to tell you why. Because there are people that are watching you, okay? And there could be people who have never clicked like, that have never said a word on any of your posts for 6 months. And guess what? They're watching, and they see you're consistent, and they want to be the same way, and they want that discipline, that community, and that culture in their life. And when they're ready, they're going to think of you, because they've been following you all this time, even though you don't know it. Okay? And like I said, you're posting to that particular perfect client who you're going to relate to and be able to help the most. And that client is going to relate to all your posts and all your stories and all your messes and all your ups and downs and your victories and your failures, and they're going to come to you. Remember, they have 50,000 coaches that are working probably that they can choose from. Why should they choose you? What makes you different? And you need to sit down and think about that. What makes me different? Why can I help? Why can I help one person better than the next? Okay, so that was another thing. It is also a numbers game, okay? It is about how many people you reach out to a day. It is about how many friends you request a day. It is about how constant you are on social media, providing valuable posts. Don't just post to post. Okay, think about what you are going to say. Provide clear and precise and inviting photos with your posts. Provide value on your page. The more people you reach out to, the better, the faster your business is going to grow. Okay, another thing, you have to not be afraid to fail. You have to not be afraid to hear no. You have to not be afraid to hear negative comments, because guess what? It's all going to happen. It's happened to the best of us. Okay? That should just fuel your fire even further. Okay? You're not going to please everybody. Your opinion, everybody has different opinions, you know, and guess what? There's an unfollow button and there's an unfriend button, you know, and that's okay. That's okay. Maybe it just wasn't meant for you to click with that particular person, you know? So don't be afraid of failing. Failing is the process of growing, okay? And you need to put yourself out there. And because the people who you're meant to help, you're going to help them, okay? I'm looking at my slides from Summit. Okay, so you're going to add 2 to 3 to 5 new friends a day. You are going to message 3 to 5 to 7 people a day. Look at your power hour. It tells you to add 3 to 5 friends a day. How fast do you want this business to go? You want to run? You want to fly? Double it, triple it, quadruple it. How much time are you willing to put in to make it work? Okay, just like Kristen said, and I loved this. She said, there are resources out there. Go after them. Go get them. I've been really bad. I mean, I answer every single question that my coaches ask me. I never say, go find the answer. I always find it for them and answer for them. And I'm probably crippling them like I do to my own children. You know, it's really true. I'm not creating independence. And I loved that she said that. I really did. It really chimed in, you know, on me. And I honestly do the same thing with my children. You know, that's how I show my love and my care. I just do, instead of creating an independence, which is what we should be doing as leaders. Anyway, so, all right, let me just think about what else I want to say, because there was a lot of stuff. Organization. Okay, another really important key that they talked about was keeping track, because following up is the key. You can message somebody and they can say they're going to order. Oh, I'm ordering tonight. Yeah, well, don't count those chickens before they hatch. Okay, never count a Success Club point until you see it in black and white right on the screen. Okay, you have to follow up sometimes. Some people need to be followed up with five times, you know, and then after a while you leave them alone a little bit, and guess what? In 3 months they come back. Okay, so following up is also key to closing that deal. Keeping organized is going to help you follow up. If you're just using your messenger for organization and to know who to follow up from, you're going to lose people. They're going to get lost in the shuffle. And I learned that the hard way. Okay. I don't care if you use old school paper and pen, if you use Excel, if you use Teamsy, it doesn't matter. As long as you have a system that works for you. Okay. That's what's important.
Hey, Stacey, let me add something here. Everything that Stacey is talking about here, the organization, the inviting, and she alluded to this a little bit. I don't remember who it was, but somebody was talking about how YouTube is such a great asset. Go to YouTube and Google Beachbody, or put in Beachbody organization, Beachbody inviting, Beachbody inviting coaches, whatever it is. That probably is your greatest asset, other than us, but Beachbody's there at your fingertips, and there is a video for everything.
Yeah.
So don't hesitate to use a free resource like YouTube, because all of the top coaches, they've recorded videos on their best practice.
You don't need to reinvent the wheel. The wheel's already been created. You need to tweak it to make it your own. Another slide that I'm looking at now is they talk about social media. What are the rules of social media? Number 1, sharing versus selling. Okay? That's why we need to be a product of the product. Hey, we all struggle with nutrition. There is no doubt in my mind. Okay? But you have to try and this is why being a coach is so great, because if you're all in, it's going to hold you accountable. Okay? And it is being a product of the product. It's drinking your Shakeology, doing your workout, sharing it on social media. There are days you're not going to want to do it and you don't feel like pressing play. Share it. It makes you human. You know, it makes you relatable. It's okay. But you have to share versus selling. Nobody wants to look at a stock photo that you get from the Beachbody page. They're going to scroll right past it. Okay, I can tell you that right now. Follow coaches that inspire you. Okay, you don't have to add them as a friend. You can just click the follow button. Okay, and follow coaches that inspire you. Coaches that inspire me are not going to be the same coaches that inspire you. Okay, I think Melanie Mitro, even though she's top coach, has amazing, down-to-earth, solid posts. She provides value. She is amazing. Now, on the other hand, Brandy Botts, heavy-duty coach. Her posts, to me, there's not an ounce of value on her page. I don't know how she still is where she is. Okay, so you may love her. You may love her, but I'm being real. So do I follow Melanie Mitro? Absolutely. Absolutely. Do I follow Bonnie Engel? I do, because she's so flippin' successful. And she did it on the speed train. So of course I'm going to follow her. I want to see what she's doing. So that was another thing. Follow coaches, use them for ideas and inspiration. Make them your own. Okay? Create scroll stopping visuals. Remember I said clear, pretty. That's especially on Instagram, because that's really what Instagram is. Photos. I don't even use Instagram yet. I got to get on the wagon. But from what I understand, Instagram is clear, precise photos, and that's what makes you look. You know, it's not so much the posts like it is on Facebook. I'm old school. Okay.
Julie says Snapchat.
And Snapchat. Oh God. Okay, Julie, that's it. Now we spoke with, we got the pleasure of hearing from Gary Vaynerchuk. And he made a really good point, because he said, oh, when Facebook first came out, you thought it was a fad. When Twitter first came out, you thought it was a fad. You know, it'll pass. He said, Snapchat is not going to be a fad. Get on it, learn how to do it, and utilize it. Okay? We as coaches need to figure out how we can help that work our business, because he knows social media very well. And basically he said, you know, things are going to change over the course of, you know, over the years. They've changed so dramatically in the past decade as far as social media goes. But the one thing that doesn't change is hard work. And he was just so on point. And it's so true. And some people just don't want to hear it. You know, I don't get Snapchat either, so don't feel that. So, and my kids are on it 24/7. So you know what? Use all your social media outlets that you have available to you. Right now, Facebook's working for me. I'm sure I'll get on the others when I have to. But right now, I'm good. I'm trying to think what else we took away from there. And the truth of the matter is, did somebody try to talk and I just won't let them?
Jillian did, but
Okay.
when you're done.
What?
I just wanted to say something really quick about Summit. Sorry, I'm eating. Surprise. Okay. So something about Summit that I really, really want to company or our team unless you go to Summit. I told a lot of people, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys, I only believed in the company 80% until I went to Summit. Now I'm 150. I'm all in. When you're there and you're around other people, you're seeing real stories of people's lives changed, and you are around the CEOs looking at them, how well they treat their employees and how well they want you to succeed. You won't understand the value of the company and the programs and the trainers, and most importantly, our team. I did not, to see all of the beautiful, wonderful women that on our team that I saw was crazy. And there's a special bond now, and we want everyone there to feel that bond and to learn from each other. And there's just something so different when you're face to face with them and you're hearing their stories and how they work their business and things they've gone through. So with the Summit thing, it's a no-brainer. If you're really serious about this business, you will not get the full comprehension of how amazing this company is unless you're there.
I can tell you, it is an overwhelmingly emotional experience. I was crying at the airport. I was just completely overwhelmed by the sisterhood. There were coaches that, I didn't really know very well. Like Robin and I got to have breakfast with Julie, and I'm going to say her name wrong, Latai or Latay, which one? And you know what? Everybody, we're just so real with each other. And it's like, you know what? They're just awesome, and it was hard to get a lot of one-on-one with each other because it's just such a full schedule. But the short little times that you did get one-on-one was changing. It's definitely was changing, and it was helpful, and it was inspiring. And, it is a sisterhood. And like I said, Tara is going to be so proud when she hears, this playback. I can tell you that. So as far as Summit goes, yes, it is a no-brainer. What else did we learn? If anybody else wants to jump in, please do so.
I'll say something.
I would say that you need a solid system. If you are at the point where you are leading your own teams, you need a system of challenge groups, of free groups, of bringing coaches on board, of introducing the 4 vital behaviors, and also discussing the importance of emeralds right off the bat. We want to bring on our coaches where they feel success quickly. Because if you have a new coach and they sell a challenge pack right away, or they add on a coach, that's inspiring to them. It gives them a sense of, what's the word I'm looking for? A sense of accomplishment, a sense of excitement, a sense of I can do this too. If you sign them on and they're stagnant for a while and they're trying, they're gonna lose hope, and they're gonna, see ya. So it's not for everybody. But anyway, okay. So I'm done. If anybody else wants to add anything.
I'll say something.
Who you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, you mentioned Melanie Mitro, and I think what she said in her speech probably hit me the hardest was, she didn't have any background in sales or marketing. She didn't have any social media training. She was just a normal mom, and she outworked the competition. And that was all it was. So if you guys don't think you can do this, you can definitely do this. And I'm losing my voice, sorry. But that's all it is. It's just hard work every day and dedication and consistency and commitment. So just outwork the competition, girls, and you'll be there too.
And if you think you can only do your power hour once a week or every other day, that's not going to help you to build your business. You have to put in the work every single day. And if you're not confident in that work right now, do it every single day and you will become confident. You can't not put in the effort. Gary Vee said patience. He talked about patience, and you need to be patient with your business, patient with growing it, but you can't be lazy. You can't think that you're going to build this business and be lazy doing it. It's not going to work. Plain and simple, black and white. It's not going to work if you're lazy. We know all of the steps. Every top coach ahead of us has told us every single step that's necessary to build this business. Those are steps that work. Those are steps that have built their business. You can't disregard the success that they've had and the work they've put in to build their business and think that you can half-ass it and that you're going to get anywhere. So just kind of keep that in mind. And the effort you have to put in needs to match what your goal is. If you want to be a top 10 coach, well, then you have to push your ass real hard.
Right.
If you want to make $50,000 a year, set your goals, set your intentions at a $50,000 level. If you only want to make $10,000 because that's what your goal is, that's fine. That's perfect.
We all have different goals, and we all have different schedules and routines and different other jobs. So don't think you have to be that go-getter that you need to be top 10. Everybody has different goals, and that's okay. Don't think you belong here. And the fact that you're even taking the time to be on the call shows that you're interested in moving forward.
Just be aware of what your goals are, though, and set yourself against those goals, because the person sitting next to you, their goals are different. And so they're going to work at a level to meet their goals. And I think that, we try not to compare ourselves. And this was another point at topic. Stop comparing yourself to those around you. You can't compare yourself to your neighbor because your goals are going to be different. So just make sure your goals for yourself are clear and that the effort you put in is to support your goal, and don't compare yourself to your neighbor because their goals are going to be different, and we can't measure ourselves against something that's different than ourselves. Any other summit nuggets? Anything about the experience anybody wants to share? We had a lot of newbies this year.
Any questions?
Any questions?
I think you guys pretty much hit every topic.
I want to see if Tammy wanted to add anything. She took a lot of notes. You're good? Okay. She took pictures of every slide there was.
Good.
And you want to know what the best feeling is? And you're going to see that as you grow. The best feeling is when your PS coaches are there with you. It is an indescribable feeling, and I just hope every year that happens, and for me, and more come along. It's the best.
Anybody have any questions? Anybody contemplating whether or not they should go next year? Okay. If you don't want to speak up, that's okay. If you have any questions, feel free to ask your upline coach. If they didn't go to Summit or they don't have Summit experience, ask them to point you in the direction of, or reach out to any of us who spoke tonight, because we were all there. Hotels.
I spoke about that. Right now, the website was crazy earlier today. Most people either didn't get in or got on a wait list. Don't worry about it. You'll get a hotel. You'll get one, and just get the ticket. We'll worry about the hotel at later date. We'll get one. How much are tickets now? I think they're $175. They were $145.
Are they all transferable at this point?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know either. What was it?
Is that Crystal?
I was going to say something, but I forgot. Just that Summit was amazing. And before, like, I was all in on this company and I thought it was great. But, you know, when I got there and I seen everything and seen the people and heard all the stories and got to meet all of you, I just was in, like, awe. And, like, I can't wait for next year already. And we're only one day after. So I think if you're thinking about it, definitely go, because it'll make a huge difference in your business. Yeah.
If you're afraid to come alone, bring your spouse with you. Bring a friend. You have to buy them a ticket, but if you
Don't bring your spouse. Don't bring your spouse. Forget that. This is a girls' trip. You don't want to be alone.
And my point is that if you need moral support, you can purchase a ticket for somebody to come with you to support.
We're all there. You'll never be alone.
No, it was awesome.
No husbands.
Sorry, Stace. I'm already bringing mine.
Oh man, who was that? Sarah?
Yeah.
Figures. Every post I see of you, you're just absolutely gaga.
Hey, he went last year and had a blast.
I'm glad. I just feel like it's for us. It's our time to interact with our coaches and our team, and that's my personal feeling.
He's a diamond coach.
So is mine, but he stayed home.
Come on, Michelle, don't throw me under the bus.
Yeah, I do have a ticket for Gary. Yep. I don't know if he's coming, but I have a ticket for him. All right.
I know what I was going to say.
Bilick might be coming too.
What's that?
I said I'm pretty sure TJ Bilick might be coming too.
Ooh.
Oh, I asked her. She did say that. She's like, I might bring him, because I was asking about bringing husbands. My husband I don't think he would ever want to go. He hates crowds. Like, he would lose his mind. But the one thing I was going to say that I couldn't remember earlier was that I noticed, like, at Summit, like, we were talking about, like, who do you connect with and who do you relate to? And when I left there, I thought to myself, you know, what speeches did I hear that I really related to? And then I was thinking, and I actually, when I was sitting in the airport wasting some time, I sat down and I listened to a couple videos from those people that I relate to, because if you relate to them and you relate to their page, you might relate to the way that they do things. So I went on YouTube and was just listening to videos on areas that I'm struggling in, so that way I could see if what they do could help me move my business further. So I don't know if that'll help any of you.
Absolutely. Good point, Crystal.
I want to pop in. That was something that someone touched on. We heard so many people talk, I can't remember who anymore. But they said, you know, like, you get this big, huge list of books that are recommended as good PD books. But what you need to do is zero in and hone in on where you're struggling, and that needs to be your PD. So that's basically what Crystal said, but yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and I think it was today, Doreen posted some lists in the team page, personal development books based on areas of topic. So if you know that you're struggling in confidence, well, look at that list of books listed under confidence and pick one. If you know you're, struggling in relationship building, then look for a book based on relationships. I mean, that's a big key. And personal development, as we all know, is a vital behavior. So definitely not an area to skimp in. And, you know, if the other areas of your business and the other vital behaviors are lacking, start with PD, because it's probably, that's definitely a foundation to the vital behaviors and building the confidence to build your business. All right, Carla, are you still on?
Yeah, I'm still on. Hey guys. So I'm just going to wrap everything up. My points on Summit, I'm not going to go into too much detail. Like, everyone actually said awesome points. For me, this was my third Summit, and every time I go, it's always amazing. It's great to meet people. Like, it's like we're all pen pals. Like I wrote in a post I did, we're all pen pals. Like, we meet each other all the time. When you physically get to meet each other, it is so awesome. So just the community part I love. And then when you go, it is emotional. The moment you get your badge, it's emotional. You got your name. You see that you rank advanced. And then you see your name on the wall. They have an emerald wall. They have a diamond wall. They have a star diamond wall. And you see your name. And it's just, it feels so good to see your hard work recognized there. It's not just for the top 10. It's not just for the elite. It's for everybody. So I just want to encourage you guys, like,
Uh-oh, you're muted.
Where'd she go? Carla, did we lose you?
okay, I'm unmuted. I don't know where I lost, you guys lost me. But if you are serious about this business, you got to buy a ticket. The deal for $145 is gone. It's $175 now. They are refundable. I just looked. So it's refundable to December 31st, 2016. And then they have a new one coming out that's $195. That's completely refundable. And that won't be till later. It just said on the website. But my suggestion is buy a ticket, start saving your money, and make that like your push goal to get your butt there. I come from Canada. It cost me $800 to fly there. I paid another $300 American to get a hotel room plus food. I made that my like personal development. I spent over $1,000 on it. So if you guys are serious about this, I know Americans get a better deal on flights. You got to make it there. Drive. Make it a to-do on your list. It's life-changing. You got to be there to really understand. And everyone said that. So sign up. That's my first thing that you guys should be doing as an action step is if you're serious about this business, sign up. Second one, if you're serious, is get on Team Cup. I know Crystal's looking for someone still. There's someone posting in the comments they're looking for someone to be on a Team Cup. If you're still looking and you can't find anyone in Dream Again, get your butt over to Go Getters. There's tons of people looking for team members that are Emerald and below or Ruby and below. So go make a team and then get your butt in our Dream Again Team Cup team. We've already started. It's there for you guys to push your business forward. And you know, like it's for you. So if you want to do this, then get in, like do these steps I'm telling you. And then the next thing, doesn't matter, like you guys should all be on Team Cup if you're on this call, because that shows you're committed because you're getting on a call. So then pick a program. What program are you doing this month? Good, Jackie, join Team Cup. I am happy that I'm seeing that. So what program are you guys doing this month? Are you doing the New Country Heat? Are you doing 21 Day Fix? As we mentioned, there's tons of programs on special this month. So you actually can do any program this month and share it and then pass the savings on to your person, the people that you're going to attract. So I would commit to yourself today that you are doing a program. And then say it out loud, post it in Dream Again. I am doing this program. You need to hold yourself accountable. That's what being a coach is, right? Hold yourself accountable by sharing what you're doing and do it. Check your feelings because your feelings are not going to move your business forward. There are days when I tell you everybody in this team will say, I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like working out. I don't feel like eating clean. I feel like eating this cheeseburger because it's convenient. There's always a way out if you look for it. You need to check your feelings and just schedule your day and make it a non-negotiable. Just do it. Do your workout. Do your writing. Do your PD. Just make it happen. And then the next one is what's your personal development book? We just talked about that too. Pick something new. If you're not finding anything that you're liking, then go check out the suggestions that were in the Team Dream Again. Doreen did post a huge group list there. At Summit, they really talked about reading The Compound Effect and The Slight Edge as two books that I heard quite a bit. But again, it's a personal thing. If you're starting from the beginning, I actually suggest The Compound Effect and The Slight Edge, because that is where I started, and it really does get your mind thinking about those little things that you don't think are important. So that's what I'm reading this month, and the people in our Team Cup, Dream Again Team Cup, are reading The Compound Effect or The Slight Edge. You can get free resources on YouTube, the library, Audible, pick up a book, borrow one. There's so many ways, just make it happen. And then the last thing, guys, it's having the belief in yourself so you can do this. There's nothing special about any of the top coaches, the elite coaches. They're just people like you and I. Everyone has a shot at this business. And what I always, well, not what I always thought, but last summit I had this thought, and again this summit I had this thought. there's over what is the number of people in the network now? 400,000, around that, give or take.
Yep.
Think about it. When you look at the wall of star diamonds and you look at the wall of diamonds, there's not that many names on there. There are so many coaches that are either discount coaches or they're just emeralds or coaches. There's so much room to grow. And if you're a coach or an emerald coach, we all start there. So don't think that you can't do this because you're not there yet. All of these skills are learnable. So just know that you can do this. There is room for everyone at the top. So have that belief. And on those days when you don't feel it, say, I'm going to do this. I can do this. And tap into that why. Okay? Like, that's the biggest thing, is belief in yourself and just doing it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Is anyone have any questions? Because that's pretty much what I'm saying.
Thanks, Carla.
You're welcome. Great job, Michelle.
Any questions?
Michelle, I just wanted to add one more thing.
Sure.
If you go on to YouTube and type in Beachbody Summit 2016, for those of you that were not at Summit, you can find a lot of the classes that we went through. You can see a lot of the videos. So if you are interested in watching them, they're there for you. Not all, but a lot of them I've seen are in there.
And you know what? This might have already been said, but those will be uploaded at some point to the back office, and they will be available to all of us. All of the trainings will be at some point.
Yeah, I don't know how long it takes.
Totally a separate topic, but I just wanted to add before we jumped off that we are running a live sneak peek tomorrow night at 9. If anybody wants to join us and add coaches, it's definitely not too late to invite. So if you want to, I posted the link in the Dream Again page, or you can message me or Michelle for it if you want to add people to it.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining tonight. I know we ran over an hour, but I think it was good stuff. And if you have any questions about anything that was covered tonight, feel free to reach out, and we will talk to you all soon. Have a great night.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.